Innovation today is a given. We've been talking about the VUCA world for a long time. You can't be living in a VUCA world and not change. So innovation is just a positive term for change. In the startup world, they call it disruptive business models. That's fine. Disruption's fine. But the other side of that coin is innovation. You can disrupt, you can innovate. And there is nothing that prevents large companies, legacy companies with great histories. And then we have some terrific examples. Look at Unilever. Unilever has continued to innovate. They have continued to find and redefine their purpose and create that kind of culture. And I know we'll come back to culture. Innovation, one of the largest companies in India. Think about going from a hydrocarbon-based business to now an absolutely data consumer-oriented business. And that is innovation at scale. There's nothing bigger than that in terms of thinking big. So I think innovation can happen at the startup level. It can definitely happen at the enterprise level. And in my mind, it is no longer a nice to have. It is a must have, must question everything, which doesn't mean you disrupt all your processes, but you must question, are we doing this the best way possible? So if you have traditionally been in manufacturing, is that the best way to run your manufacturing? Is that the best way to run your service architecture network, for example, service network architecture and so on? So everything can be questioned and said, how do we make this better? I think there are white spaces all over the place, really. Okay. And it's, let me take two examples and companies that I know very well and I admire greatly. That are startups in some ways, in the sense that they're less than 10 years old. And so they're very new overall. Urban Company, right? Urban Company's business is home repair, salon services, and so on. It's a very old business. There's nothing new in the business itself.
True.
The way they are doing it, however, is using technology to standardize it, create consistency, create a platform for ordering, backward integrating into saying we need to create scale. And at scale, how do you get consistency of qualities of service? And consequently taking technology, innovating the business model, right? Instead of us calling 5 different sort of carpenters, you make on the app, you go and you ask for a, painter, carpenter, whatever. And then taking that to large scale impact. So the formalization of that particular segment, the creation of sort of dignity of labor in a relatively unorganized, informal sector, digitizing that segment. That's also a low digital adoption segment. True. I think that is, so that is the entire journey from technology-led innovation to tremendous commercial success. Right? Tremendous commercial success, but also massive social impact.
Yeah.
And they are the largest skillers now. So delivery, again, logistics, moving goods is a business as old as time, right? You've always had to move goods around. So it's not a new business, but the technology-led innovation of that and the recognition that your competitive advantage and efficiency lies in very smart, lean network management.